Welcome to the online course at Southern Utah University. This video focuses on the final assignment of the semester, which is the final portfolio. A portfolio is a collection of work that displays the skills and talent that a person has developed. So in this course, each student will create their own portfolio that shows the best work that they were able to produce in English, both oral language and written language. In this video, we'll talk about each part of the portfolio and how you can select, revise, and reflect on those components. So the final grade for the class is based on two things. 50% is your engagement. This means, did you complete the assignments each week? As long as you completed the assignments completely and on time, you get full points for those assignments. The other half of the final grade is based on proficiency. This means your ability to use academic English effectively and communicate. And to calculate your proficiency, you will create the portfolio. And the portfolio will have 5 samples. And one of those samples will come from the discussion forums, one will come from your timed writing, one will come from the timed speaking. We'll revise your solutions paper to be the sample from your process writing, and you'll also get a sample from your speech acts. All of these will go together in your portfolio with reflections on each assignment. So your reflection is thinking about your experience doing that assignment, and what you learned from it and how you improved it. And then all of that will go into one linked document, and your instructor will use that portfolio to assign you the proficiency grade for the course. So let's talk about each sample in the portfolio, and you may want to return to this video at different points as you prepare your portfolio to make sure that you really understand what you need to do with each sample. So the first sample is the discussion forum sample. You'll go back through all of the discussion forums you've had all semester, and you'll choose one in which you feel like you responded the best to the prompt, and you also interacted well with your classmates. And what you'll do is you'll create a Word document on Google Drive, and you will post your original response to the question, and you'll also post at least one classmate's post that you responded to, so that your instructor will be able to see again how you responded, but then also how you interacted with classmates. All of this will go into one document, and at the end of the document you'll include a 300 to 500 word reflection. So this is anywhere from about 3 to 5 paragraphs. And in your reflection, you're going to focus on the experience of the discussion forums throughout the semester. How were the discussion forums helpful or useful to you? In what ways was it difficult or frustrating? And what advice would you give a student who had to do discussion forums for a class? What would you tell them in order to make that experience better for them? I also want you to possibly think about, how might discussion forums be used in different situations? We use them for a class here so we could interact with each other, but is there other places in the workplace or in social life where a discussion forum would be helpful? You could also respond to that. Our next sample is the timed writing sample. So every other week you responded to a timed writing prompt. Choose one of those weeks where you feel like you really liked the prompt. It was interesting. And you're going to copy your original prompt into a Google Word document. And then on a new page, you're going to take 30 minutes and you're going to use that same response you already had, but you can go back and you can revise it and make changes. So the first page will be your original response. The second page will be a copy of your original response with any changes you wanted to the grammar, vocabulary, formatting, organization, ideas. You can take 30 extra minutes to make it the best you want. Okay? But only take about 30 minutes because you don't have a lot of time to focus just on this assignment. You've got other assignments you want to work on as well. Then on probably the third page of that document, you'll add a reflection about timed writing. And again, you can have questions about what was helpful or frustrating about timed writing. What advice would you give about timed writing? And you should also discuss how you made changes to your sample in the first 2 pages. What did you change about grammar, vocabulary, organization, or ideas? And why did you make those changes? Why do you think they will make it better? You'll do a similar thing with the timed speaking sample. You'll go back through all your weeks and find one of the timed speaking prompts that you liked the best. And what you'll do is you'll go back and you'll listen to your original prompt. Then you'll take 5 minutes to prepare a new response. The exact same prompt, but this time you're going to try to make your response even better. So after you've planned for 5 minutes about how you're going to make it better, then you'll take 2 minutes and you'll record a new response. The new response should be about 2 minutes long. And you can make your response better by practicing your grammar or pronunciation better, using better vocabulary, or organizing your ideas in a way that's clearer. Okay? After you have that, save that recording. So you'll have 2 recordings, your original and your new one. And then you'll open a Word document, and again, you'll do a reflection. How was time speaking helpful or frustrating? What advice would you give to someone to do time speaking? And then what changes did you make between your original sample and your revised recording? And why did you make those changes? Why do you think it's going to be better now? Include all of that in a document. Then you'll do the same thing with your speech act. Find the best speech act or one that you enjoyed, and you'll do the same thing. You'll take 5 minutes to plan how you're going to make it better, and then you record a new one with 2 minutes. Again, it's the same prompt, it's the same question you're answering, or the same situation, but you're just trying to improve your language there and show me, as your instructor, that you have improved and you can do this even better with more time and practice. And then you'll create a written reflection as well about how were speech acts helpful or frustrating, and the advice you would give for someone who had to do more speech acts. Again, also talk about how you made changes to your speech act and why you think those changes are helpful. The final component in the portfolio is your revised solutions paper. So all semester long, you've been doing these things where we read or listen to articles, you write summaries, then we did a research matrix and wrote a problem paper, and then the final assignment was to use all of that information from all semester long to write a solutions paper where you talk about how to make the world more civil, how to combat incivility. Okay? And you should have submitted already your draft of that solutions paper. But now I'm going to, as your instructor, I'm going to give you feedback on your solutions paper. And you're going to take your original solutions paper now and use the feedback I gave you to make it the best you possibly can. So you'll have, in your document, you'll have 1 or 2 pages with your original solution, and then you'll get a new page and you'll revise your solutions paper and make it even better. Then finally, after that, on a new page, you'll write a reflection about what was the best part about process writing this semester and what was the most difficult part. And what advice would you give to a student to do better process writing? And finally, what changes did you make to your solutions paper as you revised it from your original to this new version? Okay? And again, don't take a long time doing your revision. Okay? 1 or 2 hours should be enough to take the feedback that I give you and make that stronger. Okay? Then what you'll do is you will create a portfolio in Google Drive using a Word document. And I'll provide you with a cover sheet that you can copy, and it will list all of the components you need to have. You will make sure all of these components are uploaded to your Google Drive, and what you'll do is you'll create links so that as your instructor, I can look at your cover sheet, I can click on those links, and it will take me to documents on your Google Drive where I can see your original and your revision. Okay, and then what you'll do is you'll use the link for that cover sheet and submit it on Canvas as your portfolio submission, and then that's how I'll be able to view all of these assignments and components and then give you your final grade. Okay, I'm sure you're going to have questions about this portfolio, so please contact me. I'm happy to do a video conference with you, or we can talk through email or any other way that you feel comfortable. The goal here is for you to show me that you've really developed as an academic English user and that you're ready now for general education classes at Southern Utah University. Thank you.